As pleasant as this place was, I doubted it was going to help me find Milo.
Please embark now.
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
Where would you like to go?
I knew Graham had some sort of connection to Milo's kidnapping. His home would be my best, in fact, my only lead. Take me to my home.
Lakeview Apartments. Certainly, Citizen Graham.
The city knew a lot more about Graham than I did. As I arrived, masquerading as a dead man called Graham, I was apprehensive about what I would find. But I had no choice. I had to find the stalker. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead. It was a hand scanner. The seal on the floor showed my buddy Joey just as I remembered him, when I left him in charge all those years ago.
Hey, buddy, watch where you're standing.
What's your problem?
Your face, for one.
Excuse me.
Well, if you hadn't been staring at the floor like a moron, you'd have seen me.
I didn't catch your name.
I'm your mama.
What? Do you live here?
Do I look like I live here?
I'm not from around here. Maybe everyone here looks like you.
Yeah? And what do I look like?
Trouble.
Keep walking.
What are you doing here?
Oh, what do you want?
Just information.
Yeah? So go visit the museum.
Seriously, I'd like to know your name.
Seriously, go find a friend.
Do you know where I can find Joey?
Oh, I don't know. Weirdo. They say he walked into the gap, or sailed across the sea. Either way, he abandoned us all in this place.
You don't like it here?
Needs more color, wouldn't you agree?
What happened after Joey left?
Well, duh. Council runs the city now.
Do you know a guy called Graham Grundy?
Nope. Sounds like a moron.
In that case, let me introduce myself. Graham Grundy.
Doesn't surprise me.
I'll leave you to whatever it was you were doing.
Aw, really? I'll miss you.
Yes, I'm very busy.
Hey, dirtbag! What's your favorite color?
Huh?
You heard me. What's your favorite color?
Red?
Bold choice. Later, man purse.
Later, backpack.
Ha! You got nothing.
Clearly not everyone in Union City was quite as courteous as they were happy.
Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence. Water refill complete.
Someone had spilt paint on the floor.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks. The holdall was stained with paint. Looked like someone planned on doing some painting.
Water refill complete.
With no hand scanners, I figured they were intended for droids.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand.
Looked like someone planned on doing some painting.
Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete.
With no hand scanners, I figured they were intended for droids. It was another image of Joey, just as I remembered him. Clearly, he'd made his mark.
Spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete. Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence.
Looked like someone planned on doing some painting.
Be off with you!
The picture showed an utterly unfamiliar scene from a bygone era.
Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence.
For a moment, I was off balance. It felt like I was falling towards the building. But then I realized it wasn't real. Just a lifelike sculpture carved into the wall. What a relief.
Wait, I know that you, Chip. Oh my, is it really? Yes, it is. Master Graham, you have returned. How wonderful.
Oh, good day, huh?
I shall inform Madam and her guest that you have arrived. She will be so pleased.
No, that won't be necessary.
She will be overjoyed that you have finally returned to the bosom of the family. My apologies for the interruption, Madam Songbird. It's Master Graham.
What about him, Chipworth?
It appears he has arrived home, Madam.
He has, but that's wonderful! Oh, thank Joey! My dear husband is back!
Ah, I was hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy. Mentor Alonso, Ministry of Well-Being. I was just here to investigate some irregularities.
I'm sure my Graham needs a few moments to freshen up. Why don't I show you my kudos records? I don't know who you are, but right now we're both in a lot of trouble. So for both our sakes, you'd better convince the mentor that you're Graham.
Yes, of course.
I'll stall him. Just don't come through that door until you know enough about Graham to pass yourself off as him.
Don't worry. You can count on me. I wasn't sure what I'd walked into. But if I was to convince anyone I was Graham, I needed to find out more about him. His job, his family, his state of mind. The mentor could ask me about anything. Information about Graham was scattered all over the place. All I had to do was look around. This was my only chance to find out about Graham. Leaving now wasn't an option. A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive. That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love. Rhythmic gymnastics, first place. Fairy tales, courtly romances, and art books. Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine. At least one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee. Although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans. Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here. Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking. Hello there. Chipworth, wasn't it?
Master Graham, may I say, sir is looking even more fabulous than usual today.
Why, thank you.
Has Master Graham lost weight?
Maybe. Does Master Graham look like he's lost weight?
Oh, yes, sir. And it would appear sir has gained some height as well. Bravo.
Tell me, Chipworth, who was that woman just now?
But that was sir's wife, Madame Songbird.
Yes, of course. My wife.
Is sir quite feeling himself?
It's fine. I've just been having a difficult few days.
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here then, is it not, sir?
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you do the laundry, Chipworth?
The laundry basket is in the bedroom, sir. I wouldn't want to disturb the mentor.
Seems sensible. Chipworth, tell me everything you know about me.
Request respectfully declined, sir.
But aren't you my butler droid?
Yes, sir. I have been sir's butler for a very long time.
Then why can't you tell me?
Standing orders, sir.
Whose orders?
You... nice try, sir. Almost had me.
Graham had made sure his droid wouldn't talk. I had to do my own investigating. Tell me about that woman.
Woman? Can sir possibly be referring to his good lady wife?
Humor me. For instance, her name would be...
Madame Songbird. Clearly, sir is not feeling quite himself today. Sir might recall he even forgot dear old Chipworth's name earlier.
Who?
Me, sir.
Who was that guy in here when I arrived?
Is sir referring to the gentleman currently probing your wife in the bedroom?
I guess I am.
That would be the Honorable Mentor Alonso, Senior Officer at the Ministry of Well-Being. I believe that he would like to see you next.
He would?
Mentor Alonso indicated that there were one or two anomalies in Master Graham's records. Public voting, kudos levels, employment, whereabouts within the city.
Just some minor things, then.
Consumption patterns, biosigns, indication of physical existence.
I think I get the picture.
But I'm sure there's a simple answer, Master Graham.
Tell me about the mentor.
As a high-ranking official of the Ministry of Well-Being, he is...
Well-being?
Health, social participation, work fulfillment, the usual, sir.
So,
Whatever sir desires.
can you move things with your mind?
Sadly, sir, one's capabilities are restricted to the minutiae of domestic service.
Shame.
We are what we are, sir.
At least as far as anyone else needs to know. Ah,
I am. Thank you for inquiring.
this mentor. What will he ask me about?
The Ministry of Well-Being is always concerned, sir, with the citizens' well-being.
Well-being?
That's right, sir. A citizen's health and happiness, their relationships and social life, all of the utmost importance to the Ministry. He might also inquire if sir needs any support in the workplace or similar.
Why exactly was I selected?
I believe sir's 2-week-long work, poll and social hiatus may have raised some concerns. Just be yourself, sir, and you will be fine.
Of course, because I am Graham Grundy. Is this interview just going to be about me?
Correct. The mentor is here to
And what happens if Sir answers the question?
incorrectly, sir. Get them...
Perhaps I hit my head on some...
Ha! Very droll, sir, very droll. Might I suggest that sir just be himself and it will all be fine.
I didn't have long. I needed to learn about Graham Grundy, and fast. Goodbye, Chip.
Have a... Excuse me, please?
Something told me the fire was not authentic. tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations! It has been noted that your height has increased, adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know. Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the top percentile for a Union citizen. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
What devices do I have installed?
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the... It is function... Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please... You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port. This hardware predates the Minos system and cannot be...
That's probably for the...
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any advice for...
A single can of Spankles contains more than your daily dietary requirements. Look for the clown. Drink Spankles.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any further...
Are you aware that falls while walking are one of the biggest Remember, no matter how short...
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
That's all for...
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered and will arrive at your home. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had made some headway, but I still needed to know about Graham's work and social standing. After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like. There was a boot print. Curious. So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? The logo on the uniform was quite distinct. I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away. I was hit by the acrid smell of chemicals. I wondered if Graham self-medicated. When I came to Union City 10 years ago, this was very much the case. These days, I wasn't so sure. Giant scorpions in the sewers, real or fake? Unlikely. The tentacle monsters would have eaten them years ago. Anti-Hobart propaganda. Some things never change. A printer? It was rare to see one of those. The calendar showed today as a holiday. Aspiration Day. How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them. Among the drawings were photographs, land trains, and the city walls? Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around. The blind blocked out all the light from outside. You can tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste. Looked like these photos were taken by the city walls. A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away. Developing fluid and trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child. It looked like one of the land trains from the city walls. It was a detailed model. A security forces copter. I still had nightmares about those things. Twice I'd flown in them, and both times they'd crashed. I hoped I wouldn't have to risk it a third time. An impressive collection of medals, ranging from bravery to long service. Most of the medals dated back to before I was born. A sword? The blade was cracked. The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside. A cavalcade of cryptids. Someone believed in monster stories. I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city. The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I knew quite a bit about Graham's work and health, but I figured I could learn more if I found his kudos records. I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into. A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough.
Excuse me, please?
This was my only chance to find out about Graham.